It is time for my final residency interview. I've had a total of 26 interviews, some of those anesthesia, some of those transitional or prelim years. I sort of underestimated the amount of stress that it would be to be doing interviews while you're on a sub-I or while you're on a rotation that's really time consuming. I just underestimated the whole process. It really takes it out of you in terms of mental capacity. I'm really happy and excited to be coming to a close on this chapter, and now I can just sit and stir in my anxiety waiting for match day to happen. Let's get everything set up. I need to get my whole interview set up, ready to go. So let's do that and let's do this last interview. Look what I just found behind the couch. I've been missing this. It's been there since my last interview. It doesn't hurt, you know? Here's my interview setup. I have my laptop, and then I have a box of tissues because you never know when you're gonna need them. And then I have my water bottle. I will also grab my iPad. I have some notes of questions I want to ask during the interview. You're looking at my interview setup. I decided to just set up in front of these pictures since I think that's about the nicest thing that we have going on here. Let's do this. What an exciting time. I'm so over this. Earlier on in the interview season, I was using ChatGPT to help me prepare for my interviews. Tony set up this little thing that would ask me questions and then listen to me and then provide responses back. I found that to be really helpful. I'll put a link below on what he created. Maybe that could be helpful for you if any of you are particularly interested in going into anesthesia. I found that each program is so different in the types of questions that they ask and what they're trying to get out of the interview. Some might be interested in the research that I did, and some are interested in the volunteer that I've done, and some are interested in, if I could summarize my whole application, what would I like them to not miss? I would also give advice to not schedule crazy rotations during interview season. I ended up doing an ICU rotation and an emergency medicine rotation during peak interview season, and I think that these rotations really wore me out and made it to where I didn't have a lot to give in terms of preparing for my interviews. After our ICU rotation and our emergency medicine rotation, we have exams, so I just, wasn't really, all there. That would be my biggest piece of advice. If you could just schedule easier or lighter rotations around November, December, January, that would be really helpful. But I didn't. I was doing sub-Is and just busy rotations. Well, everyone, that's it. I'm all done with all of my residency interviews, and all I have left are open houses now. It feels good to finally be done with this whole process. We're going to be submitting our rank list soon. I guess in the next couple of days, I can start entering my rank list on the NRMP website. We are almost there. How exciting. This interview was very relaxed. It really wasn't even an interview, hardly. They just had us go around and tell who we are, where we're from, where we're going to med school, what specialty we're planning on going into after the prelim year, because this was a prelim interview, and then what we would do if we weren't able to go into medicine. This is how I feel after most of my interviews. Like, I just want to go cuddle up in a ball and not do this anymore. We're not doing well. Ellie, are we doing well? I don't think we're doing well. I'm not really one for bargain hunting, but would you believe we actually found these chairs because somebody was throwing them out in our apartment when we were just moving in? How nice, right? All of our stuff is in storage all the way across the country because of going on rotations and sub-Is for 6 months. So we were like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just not have a home base. Let's not have an apartment or a home or any sort of lease. There's a lot of difficulty when you decide to do something like that. Logistically, it was a nightmare. It all worked out. We're going to be reunited with our things whenever I match, hopefully if I match. But yeah, free chairs. Ready for a ride, girl? Also, my mom just informed me that I got a gift from one of the residency programs. They sent it to the address that I have in ERAS, which is my mom's address, which is out of state because I didn't have an address the last year when I submitted ERAS. We didn't have a lease, so I didn't have an address. So everything has been going up to my mom. I've been hearing of my friends who've been getting a lot of gifts for family medicine and OBGYN. I felt a little bit excluded, nobody likes me enough to send me any gifts. Not that I need any gifts. Now that I got one, I'm satisfied. Let's try to play something that's totally above us. You're just really cute. Okay, you guys have got to hear Ellie. Good job! You're a good little singer! This is just traumatic to this cute little sweet little girl. Isn't it just traumatic? Huh? Yeah, you're just not used to me playing the violin.